A few months before Martha May was born, we were delivered with a diagnosis of Down syndrome. And as parents, two professional parents who consider ourselves pretty well equipped and well educated, we researched all that we could do for our children, in particular Martha May. What do we need to do before birth? What do we need to buy? What do we need to study? What articles do we need to read? Everything we can do to empower Martha. My wife is also an attorney who spent a significant amount of years educating herself. She loves the law. She would sacrifice for her kids, but she chose to go back to work, as did I, so we needed childcare. We thought we had found the right place for Martha May. We didn't. Martha May would be dropped off in the morning and my wife would cry. It just wasn't an environment that Martha was flourishing in. In fact, she was being held back. My wife would pick her up in the afternoon and she would bawl. Martha May was in an environment that was toxic for her. And it was not the child care provider's fault. It was because she had special needs. We didn't know what to do, and it was to a point where my wife was about to give up her career and we were going to forever change our life so that she could stay home. Because at the end of the day, our kids do trump everything, and we will sacrifice anything for them. This was hard on our marriage. It was hard on me. It was hard on her. And it all goes down to the simple fact of where should Martha May be during the day. As somewhat of a last-ditch effort, and why it didn't come to me earlier, maybe speaks to my youth my youth on the organization at that time. I hadn't been involved with 4C enough. I called Jen Drake and I said, we need to find some childcare for Martha. And they helped us. And to say they helped us is an understatement. We told them what we wanted, what we needed, and what our parameters were. I had 3 locations the next day that were options, and they had availability. Ultimately, we found a place for Martha where they almost specialize in kids with special needs. Martha May runs into that room now, and she hugs these people. She is so happy to be there. She receives all 4 of her weekly therapies there. Therapists go there. It is an environment where she flourishes. My personal story doesn't just start with Martha, it transcends into the whole family, because if Martha May isn't receiving good services during the day, the whole family suffers. It's a black hole in everybody's heart. We still send Martha May there today, and she will actually start her preschool there. That doesn't happen without 4C. I don't know where I would be without 4C. My wife may be at home and not being able to pursue her career, so it doesn't get more personal than that.
Well, I have been the director at a kids' place for 3 years. When I started, I had a degree in secondary education with very limited experience in the early childhood field. And so working with 4C has enabled me to learn how to do my job, and also has taught me about early childhood practices, and has really enabled me to excel in my position. 4C has allowed our organization to provide training opportunities for our staff because they are offered at no cost and they are flexible with scheduling. We've had several trainings done actually at our facility with our staff. It has allowed our staff to continue their education, and we have not had to limit that. We've been able to let them participate in any of the trainings that they find interesting, simply because it's very cost effective. Well, our ultimate goal, and I think everyone's ultimate goal in childcare, is to provide the best, the best education for our kids and the best environment and the best teachers. And so participating in Paths to Quality has enabled us to work our way up to what we feel is the best. It has made us, it has given us short-term goals that we can achieve in order to meet that long-term goal of national accreditation. So it's helped us work our way up to that.
I started working at 4C roughly about 3 years ago. I came in as a referral specialist, which I did for about 1 year to 2 years. And then took over the infant toddler specialist. And then from there I went to Power of Parenting, which was very much, as the journey goes, it's getting closer and closer to what I like to do. So it was definitely, I could definitely see light at the end of the tunnel. And I got to go in with the Power of Parenting, I got to go in with the high schools and work with the kids there. So I'm getting younger and younger, working with the parents, to now working with high school kids at least. So then after that, I got the opportunity to be the health and nutrition specialist, which is my ultimate goal anyways. So now I'm working back with the kids that I love working with, the parents that I know very much influence the kids. So just very happy to be where I'm at right now. It's almost like a dream job.
I'm so proud and happy every day to have the opportunity to work with the amazing professionals that are part of 4C. 4C staff so incredibly talented and qualified in their roles, but more so, they really approach their work with a sincere passion for children, families, child care, and our mission.
There are organizations that I've worked with in the past where it seems as though the employees and the staff just come in and punch a card. And I wish people could understand the devotion that our staff has. They believe in the cause. They believe in what they do. They show up for work and they want to serve these people and do good, do real good. And I don't think you find that, especially in some of the services that we provide. It can be a tough day. You can have tough phone calls. You can have aggravated parents. You can have people that expect more than you can deliver. But our staff shows up day after day and they give their all to this cause. And that, to me, is one of the most rewarding things, is that we have people that aren't in this for the money. They're in it because they care about what we do. And I think that's what makes a true nonprofit a great nonprofit. And that means a lot to me.
If 4C was gone tomorrow, it would be a very sad day for our community. A lot of times we are so comfortable with receiving assistance from organizations that we forget what an impact they make, or it's easy to not be appreciative. But whenever you think about something actually being gone, it really makes you realize how important the different services that they provide and what a hole would be left in the community at large. If 4C was gone tomorrow, I would be at a loss as to what to do for my staff for immediate training opportunities. That would be the number one thing. And then also from outside of the provider aspect, from a parent aspect, thinking about the play and learn groups and different things like that that would not be available to those children that are not in formal care would definitely have an immediate impact on the community, and that would make me very sad.
If 4C was gone tomorrow, I think that would be a very sad day for me, because 4C's, like I said, has helped me go from surviving to living. And I could not be nationally accredited level 4 family child care, starting from the bottom, not even licensed, if it wasn't for Kristen coming out with the food program paper in the very beginning and said, "Hey Jess, I think you can do this, you're already doing it." And most of the women are already doing it. They're watching the children in their homes. They just don't know the next step to do. And if it wasn't for Kristen, I would still be sitting in the house. And I think that there are lots of women out there that just need to know where to start. And I would be very sad if the doors were shut.
If I ever hear that 4C will not be there for us, a part of me is really going to be heartbroken. I have made so many good friendships throughout these years. I cannot imagine not having 4C around us to guide us, to be there for us. It is going to be very difficult. And I hope that day never comes. I honestly hope that day never comes.
I think a lot of people in the community care about children, and increasingly so, people understand the link between early childhood development and success in school and life and success in our community. 4C is so fortunate to receive funding from the state and from foundations and donors. I think, though, that a lot of people don't think of us as a charitable organization. So while people might really identify with our cause, they don't realize that philanthropic development is important to 4C's sustainability and our continued growth and development.
When I started attending the 4C events, I saw an opportunity for parents who may or may not know about our business, about Fresh Market and what we provide to the local community as well, as far as fresh foods, and but also for us to be able to work with a local organization that could use our donations that we provide to local groups, and to help build a 360 relationship as far as we draw awareness of ourselves in Evansville, which people may not be aware of, but also to extend ourselves as a business who works with local groups, and to just help out any way we can. Fresh Market as a community partner has allowed for us to offer donations and help with almost a 360 relationship with between us and 4C. With donations to the group, allows parents and families to become aware of us as a place to go to in Evansville, and a place to shop and try our fresh ingredients and fresh foods. I know Nathaniel and my wife both went to the Bossy Field event, in which we donated several snacks and waters, and I guess it seemed to be really received really well through Fresh Market and through the parents, because we saw a lot of people traveling on in that same day, and once again it was a 360 moment in which we saw people become aware of us, and they saw that our products were at the event, and healthy snacks. With supporting 4C, I think you're reaching out to friends and family and parents who benefit from the group in probably more ways than we might. It allows, once again, for parents to connect and for kids to have a place to go, especially in Indiana when it gets particularly cold, and it's just a good spot to reach out to, and I think they can benefit more in the short time that they've been here. That it allows us to grow out as a community, help one another out.
I would tell someone that wanted to donate to give to 4Cs, it would be well worth their interest to do that, because it does, $1, they can turn a dime into $1 at the 4Cs. They can stretch it, and they can get things that I couldn't get. They have copier machines, and they have laminators. They have so many things that I couldn't get to in my own business, and they can talk to other places and get things donated or get them cheaper. And I would say if you donate money, it's leaving a legacy for children behind us.
Changing the perception of 4C as simply an entity that receives government money to do the government's will and ultimately deliver that to the populace is a big task. You need to start off with the fact that that's a minor component of what we do. What we do is improve child care throughout all these counties that we serve. And not only is our footprint large, but the variety of services and what we do is also broad. The concept that we are singly government funded is simply inaccurate. And we need to educate people and let them know we're just like any other organization. We want the community to buy into what we're doing. And if we can simply open their eyes and show them the good that's being done, the buy-in's easy. If I wanted someone to give to 4C, I'd introduce them to Martha May. And I'd have them look at her and realize that 4C single-handedly bettered my child's life. It's the end result. there's no better convincing. And to me, there's nothing more you can do.